One of the most brilliant guiding lights your brand will have for connecting you to your audience in 2021 is through establishing one all-important emotion for your brand to inspire over and over again. This one emotion should be consistent through your name, your tagline, your logo. In relationships, consistency builds trust, and your brand's tagline can lay the tracks for the beginning of a beautiful relationship by inspiring an emotion that your ideal individuals can learn to expect from your brand time and time again. Deciding what you want that one emotion to be and then infusing that emotion throughout your brand culture will ultimately define your brand as its very essence. The decision to buy is emotional. People will know your brand and distinguish it from all others, not by your name, tagline, logo, products, or services. No, they will know your brand by how well they feel your brand knows them. Earn their trust through emotional consistency. Because when they feel they know you, that's when they can really start to connect more deeply. The brand that knows them the best is the brand that wins brand loyalty. Remember, your brand isn't destined to become whatever you say it is. It's destined to become whatever everyone else says it is. And that will be entirely based on how your brand makes people feel. It's always about them, and it's always up to you. Studies show that 8 out of 10 consumers will read the name and tagline, while only 2 out of 10 will check the first paragraph. People often won't remember exactly what they see or what they read, but they will remember how they feel. Make them feel welcome, included, and inspired by knowing the emotion your brand wishes to inspire and making it consistent across all 3, name, tagline, and logo. The most common mistake that creates a blink test fail happens when choosing a name. Avoid the urge to make it something personal to you or choosing something too clever or an inside joke. Inside jokes make people feel left out. Making people feel like they don't belong or they don't get it is a huge blink test fail. Subway is a great example here because they absolutely now show us the way to Subway sandwiches and have been going strong for decades. But would you believe one of the first names given to Subway was Doctors Associates, Inc. It was an inside joke between the owners because that's how they were paying for their business. And that almost left Subway to sink. As you might have guessed, they changed the name to Subway and put Subway sandwiches on many corner and many a highway rest stop today. A brand name calls into being a greater future for your ideal individuals. You want your brand's name to say out loud that greater future in which your ideal individual is the hero. Think of names like Payless, Iron Man, Best Buy, Geek Squad, Pampers, PowerPoint. A name is an incantation. It calls into being a greater future for your ideal individual. Once your name shows your ideal individual the greater future, it's the tagline's time to shine. Your tagline is the invitation to that greater future your brand has to offer. Ever get a great party invitation in the mail? I mean, it really sets the tone. Your tagline sets that emotional atmosphere of the brand. It's the anthem that motivates them to go, to enter, to become a part of the party, the community. You know, it's Miller time when it absolutely positively has to be there overnight. Or the quicker picker-upper. Built Ford Tough. A diamond is forever. The ultimate driving machine. I bet you can't eat just one. Everywhere you want to be. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. If you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. Feeling the vibe of these greater futures that the tagline is acing the blink test? The blink test may seem daunting, but remember, 8 out of 10 people will read your name and tagline. That's your biggest opportunity to turn a looky-loo into a brand loyalist. Your name is the clear and open door that makes them feel welcome and wanted into that greater future. Your tagline is the anthem of that greater future that makes them feel emotionally amped up and inspired to take that next step inside. Nike is my favorite example of a tagline that is an inspiration to millions. Just do it. These 3 simple words that strike the same emotional note with men, women, young and old. Just do it and get your prize. Whatever it is, it means a greater future. Valuing every vulnerability means that your tagline faces down the limiting beliefs your ideal individuals encounter when deciding what to buy. The most common limiting beliefs are centered around time, money, ability, and peer pressure. Like, what will people think of me? Time. Do I have enough time? Am I too old, too young? Will this take too much of my time? Will this save me time? What are your ideal end users' limiting beliefs about time? Next is money. They might be asking, can I afford this? Will this save me money? Is this worth my money? Will this make me look like I'm worth more money? What are your ideal individuals' limiting beliefs around money? Let's look into ability. Will I ever use this product? Can I make this work for me? Is this for like experts, people that like are way above me or way advanced for me? Or am I just new to this? Or is this exactly what I've been looking for? Now, when we look into peer pressure, some of the things vulnerabilities that might be bubbling up for them are, what will other people say if I associate myself with this brand, right? If I show up in a Mercedes-Benz to the Ford party, what will using this brand make other people think of me? What other kind of people use this brand? Do I like those people? A bullseye tagline overcomes all those obstacles to buy and inspires your ideal individuals to leap into your brand community without hesitation. As tempting as it may be to choose a tagline that is clever, slightly vague, or could possibly make a person think like, I wonder what they mean by that. In the world of digital marketing, clarity outperforms clever every time. And more often than not, I wonder what they mean by that is going to result in a blink test fail. 3 to 5 seconds. Professional deleters now. Your ideal individuals don't care about what your brand knows until they know your brand cares about them. It's important that it's all about them. Your tagline is about your brand's opportunity to let your ideal individuals know in a blink that your brand cares about making their lives better. I often love to refer to the billion-dollar brands like Apple's Think Different or Coca-Cola's Open Happiness because they truly check every box on the checklist. However, if you're new to branding and in the beginning phases of building your brand community, it's important to note that when these rock star brands were starting out, their taglines were a bit more not so good. They weren't like so succinct to let their future brand loyalists know exactly what their brand had to offer. One of Apple's first taglines was "the computer for the rest of us," which lets people know immediately that this is a company that creates computers that makes the lives of regular people better. Apple grew into Think Different over time and leaned into clarity over clever when they were still getting established. Coca-Cola's first tagline was simply "drink Coca-Cola." And yeah, it lets us know that Coca-Cola is a beverage, is drinkable. That's pretty much clear. But when you look a bit closer, you discover it was incredibly effective for the times because the nation was currently being swept up in a movement against drinking alcohol as we approached the Prohibition era. Drink Coca-Cola was a clear way of saying, who needs alcohol? Try this fun alternative instead, Coca-Cola. I wanted to give you one more example that I love. Geico. Okay, now, Geico is one of those billion-dollar brands that stuck with their clarity over clever tagline from the get-go. 15 minutes will save you 15% on car insurance. And it couldn't be more clear. In a blink, we know exactly who this company is and what it can do for us. And they leave the cleverness and the humor to their delightful mascots, which we love. Your brand's first tagline is an opportunity for your brands to clearly convey the value your brand wishes to contribute to the lives of your community. There'll be plenty of opportunities later to delight them with the humor and cleverness. For the first impression, for passing that blink test, use your tagline, those precious moments in that blink test, and to let them know that you care by letting them know exactly why you are there. Clarity outperforms clever every time. The where in the tagline is about creating enthusiasm for how far your ideal individual can go once they've joined the party. The destination is brand loyalty, which is your business plan. A great brand is a promise kept. And once your party goers get that first glimpse of a greater future, they will want to know how much further they can go. There's a don't in here, if you can hear it. Don't get too local. When it comes to brand loyalty, this party is more the merrier. After the first purchase, your customer is invited, but after that, they keep coming back again and again. They want to stand and grow in popularity within a brand's ascension. So use your tagline to create motivation for your returning customers to go from being a guest to becoming the guest of honor, the brand loyalists, so the life of the party, right?
Brand loyalists are the ones that keep the party going far into the future. They raise the roof. They proudly tell everyone about your brand's party. And we're all 50 times more likely to buy when we hear the invite from a friend. The power of a catchy tagline. When your tagline offers a greater future that your customers, your ideal individuals are proud to share, you've got yourself a very powerful tagline.
Thanks for watching. Don't miss out on a single thing. Subscribe below. And here's something else I think you'll love.